Oh, dang. I didn't know I was muted. Welcome back, everybody in the future that is watching this. Yep. All right, let's see. So, what is wrong? Everything's wrong today. Nothing is wrong. Just a little bit challenging. All right, let's, I guess we'll begin. All right, so I know I said I was going to play Night Rain, but I'm just not, I'm not in the mood. Yeah, maybe we'll watch the Night Rain trailer for Undertaker later. But right now, you know what? Let's see if anybody needs help. And man, what's going on? Controls are all screwed up. Let's get to the mountaintop of giants. Or you know what? We have the Shadowlands, right? Let's do the Shadowlands. Get the Ballarat Tower. Do all that. There we go. And we'll pull our summon sign out. And we'll see what happens. Hey, Calistral. Welcome back. Welcome back. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah. That new, the Night Rain trailer for Undertaker came out. I think it looks better than the Scholar. But, yeah. I'm kind of hesitant on the, I'm hearing spirit and audio. Oh, thank you. I can feel your spirit watching over me, breathing down my neck. Yeah, the new trailer came out for the Night Rain DLC, or you know what, the character trailer. It looks really good. I think I saw it, but I still I haven't looked into if anybody else has like details about what her powers are. Tomorrow's your birthday, by the way. I haven't forgotten. All right, so the plan tonight is just to chill, relax. You're surprised that your birthday's tomorrow? Yeah, me too. Oh, that I remembered. Well, I mean, I remember some stuff. My CRS isn't that bad yet. It's almost as bad. Almost. All right. You know what? Let's see. You did mention it yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and the day, not the day after, but the day before the other day. I'm joking. Joking. Or am I? The world may never know. Man. Wait, is my summon sign? Okay, my summon sign is down. All right, we'll see if anybody needs help. Oh, you're leaving? Well, have a good night. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Be safe out there. Ouch. Oh. 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 Man. Hurt my feelings. He hurt my feelings. Oh no. All right, so let's see. What's tonight's lore discussion? What do you have in mind? Calistral. Ouch. I'll let you pick tonight's topic. Hey, are they eating the corpse? No. He's like massaging it, preparing it. Oh wait, you know what? What if Qualag? Okay. All right, we'll discuss him as soon as he pops up. Why is there multiple areas to fight Fire Knight Qualag? Well, let us see. Oh.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall
Quaileen. Is it Quaileen? The leg. Oh, I always thought it was lag, but it's not. It's Lign. Quailing. Well, we know he's not a recusant, right? And we know he's not a bloody finger. But he has the power to invade people. Which is quite interesting. Wow, he hits hard. Oh wait, this is new game. Second run through, or third one. Ooh. All right. Yikes. Neither are jails. Ouch. Oh. Okay. Well, his ability to invade, I have no idea where he got the ability. Probably from Queen America, or probably from Mesmer himself. But we know it's just his spirit. He's sending out his spirit to invade us, to punish us, because we find him at the church, praying, broken. Well, not broken physically, but broken mentally, maybe emotionally, spiritually.
My words, graceless heathen, thou shalt the flame of Mesmer.
No problem, man. Good to see you, boss. No, I got on late. I had some stuff to do this evening, so and yeah, just taking it easy tonight. We were talking about Kuei Ling, and I also wanted to talk about the new character trailer for The Undertaker from Night Rain. Look at that later. Is there any way to like zoom in on this chat? My old eye. Oh, I guess that's as big as it can get. Man, nobody at level 200 needs help. I might switch to another character. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Look, more of these statues, repeating images of these. Oh, look, these statues are really detailed compared to all the other ones that we see. They actually have like facial features, lips and eyes and noses. And you can actually kind of make out what he's got in his hand. What is he holding? All right, so it's a repeated character. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Repeated on 4 sides. Boss, you are correct. I mean, not everybody with red hair is connected, right? Or related. Why would they be in the game? And I think that's one thing that the community does probably absent-mindedly is to make that connection, to connect everybody when there is no connection. All right, so oh, look at that. Okay, these guys are way detailed more than normal. All right, so all right, let's look at this. Let's look at this. We know he's got a, oh man. Oh, are you like in the show? I mean, the show was a long time ago. Are you talking about Melisandre? I think that was her name, the Red Witch. Oh, the wildling guy. Okay. Okay, then I definitely do not remember. But that sounds like something that they would say. And it sounds right on point for George R. R. Martin. Oh, doesn't that look like roots up there? Because you can see the tree limbs, right? And then the rest looks like roots, like when you pull up turf. Or could those be veins and arteries and varicose veins or whatever they're called, capillaries? Could we be inside the amber egg? Bum bum bum. Maybe. Hold on, I'm not done looking at these guys. So look at these guys. Okay, so we can see. We can see. These guys are so detailed. So let's see. Let's see how many different people. There's like the big head guy, the guy with the beard, one, the guy with the bag, the guy holding its arms, beard, bag, arms, beard, bag, arms. Okay, so there's three people. And the guy with the bag is the most significant because he's got four larger statues. Elden Earth Dome. Oh, there, that one's definitely holding like a rod or some type of wand. Let me see if I'm afraid to get too close, then I won't be able to look up. See that? Yeah. But he's got a beard. He's got a neck beard. And he's got a big old head. Huh. I've never seen them in such a. Yeah, he's doing like that. Like the. I guess the Jesus Christ 2 fingers up. You know how they always depict Jesus Christ. Like he's probably like a teacher, or some type of religious leader. And I guess that could, if he is like a religious leader, if we think about it, that that probably is his book, his religious book, his tome. Oh, you know what? Hey, that could have been the inspiration for these three guys. We know there's three of them because it repeats. And the guy with the book, he's got to be the leader because he's got 4 statues, larger statues. Let me see. Let me look on this side. Oh, let's look. Let me get a lamp out. Oh, whoa. Okay, I never looked at these. All right, so I may be wrong. The guy with the book may not be the main guy. These other guys, they definitely have. Well, oh, man. What's strange to me is this being a horn scent city. These people are definitely not horn scent. Let me ask y'all a question. Could one of these guys be Midra? Pretty homeless. Mere gold and frankincense. Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't take it that far because, I mean, what would, I mean, when I think gold, I think maybe a gold bar, but maybe it could be a bag of gold. What are you talking about? He is the Senate. What makes you think they didn't have a single leader? Hey, you know what, Insight? Because I don't know how to say your first part of your name. Even if I squint. That's entirely possible. Who was their leader? I don't know. Lost of time, maybe. Could have been Placidus Sax. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with you that they could have had a Senate or a council. I'm just wondering what if you saw something that I didn't see. Okay, that symbol there, I'm pretty sure I've seen that on Night Rain. That heart with the circles. Isn't that on the Revenant's jewelry somewhere? Vacuous. Vacuous? Us? Vacuous? Vacuous? Bloodborne reference? Oh man, I never did play Bloodborne. Even though I did, I do own it. Never got around to playing it. Are any of the statues of a better quality than this? Oh, so you mean, I know what you mean. They seem to be all the same color. They also seem to be worn at the same rate, or have the same rate of weathering. Oops. Yeah, because tomorrow the new War Bond, not War Bond, yeah, War Bond comes out, and I want to stay up to date with that. All right, we'll get rid of this, but this. All right, we'll see if we. What's his name? Korolik. Man, some of these names. Korolik. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna try my best. I ain't got no bus, bro. Right? No. Oh wait. I do. My bad. Whoops. Oh, dude, that might kill him. Eat the scarlet rot. It tastes good. Man, that spell should be better. Oh. There we go. Matter. Where'd he go? No. Nah, I did my best. Oh, no problem with the time lag, man. Oh, dang, wrong button. Mesmer's got a lot of trauma. Maybe. No, I don't think Mesmer has any trauma. I think he's just he's resigned himself to his fate. Like a man. Let's see. got that guy. Already. Oh, it's a hunter, I think. There's... Hmm. Connection error. Oh, that's not good. Oh, is it going to kick me out to the... Please don't. Please don't kick me out. Okay, good. You know, here's a question. What do you think came first? Do you think Aenear Lim came first or Bellarat? And if Bellarat came last, or did Bellarat come first and then they built Aenear Lim on top of it? Because if we look at the structure, right, of Aenear Lim, if I'm saying it correctly, it looks newer, and people are making the structures, like literally there's bodies making the structure, but we don't see that down here in Bellarat. Okay, nice. Now we can get some good lore. Why do you think that? Why do you think Aenear Lim first, James? I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just wondering. Oh, what? Wait, if I put on the head here first, can I skip the entire quest? Oh, should we try it? I might, oh, it doesn't matter. Let's try it. All right, so here's another question. Hold on, let me turn this off while I talk to her. Here's a question for everybody. Why do you think FromSoft changed the grandmother's name from Empyrean Grandam to Hornsent Grandam? What are they trying to hide there? There's no wrong answers, by the way. Well, there is, but you really got to try to get the wrong answer.
Who art thou, stranger? By the look of thee, another of Messmer's peons, methinks. Tell me, does thy kind never weary grow? How do these old bones fascinate thee yet? Our lands were by thy kind set aflame, our tower by thy kind veiled in shadow. Thou camest, robbing us of all, spoiling all. Have ye not basked in these deeds long enough? Listen, progeny of the wanton's trumpet. For thy sins thou shalt have thy recompense. The sacred beast shall unleash its ire. Till then, with this old hag, do what thou wilt, for all the good it'll do thee in the end.
James, that's a good answer. Good answer, James. Oh, you know what? I don't know if it. Okay, let me. Oh, let me bring up another thing. So let's talk about the omen curse real quick. Could the omen curse really not be a curse or a crucible touch thing? Could it mean horn scent blood? So you know how a lot of people in the community believe that the omen curse came from Godfrey's side for being close to the crucible? What if it came from America's side from being close or in relation to the horn scent? Because she doesn't have any eyes, right? Just like Moog, his eye, one of his horns twists into his eyes. I'm sure there's some other omens that are missing an eye because of the horns and stuff. What if it's because they called it a curse, but it's actually horn scent blood or heritage or whatever? Ancestry, that's the word.
For what reason dost thou falter, villain? Enact thy sordid work with fullest pride. Else tuck away thy tail and leave for good loathsome issue of the rotten's trumpet. Begone. These lands were ours since times of old. Begone. These lands.
All right, so the rings on her finger are the same that are in her braids. Oh, you do have a point, Blanket. Not to be lewd, but does she have feet? Yeah. Is that her foot? Yeah. Gross. Bunions and all. Ooh, yep. Bunions and all. Damn, girl. Okay. Alright, so you can't bypass everything and just wearing the helmet. This is a weird shortcut. You know what? Let's see this. Right. Yeah, I believe it being a curse is more propaganda than an actual curse. Let's see what we do more damage with. Oh, snap. Well, hold on, let me see what's to say. Oh, yeah, I mean, well, James, that is a true statement. Um, but I don't think anywhere or until the Golden Order was established that having horns was a deformity. That's the only thing. How much I think it's just oh, I think the Golden Order has to do with more of um I guess what you said, rule of law, that it is magic, because there's there's from what it looks like, there's not that many incantations, right? There's the faith is more of a, well, in the later years it became more of a standard of living instead of a way of thinking. Hey, Joy Toy. Welcome back. Wait. Oh, man, I didn't get that next grace, did I? All right, time for the super ninja skills. Here we go. This is from years of playing Ninja Gaiden. So smooth. Now here's another area that I think is probably filled with a bunch of lore hints that we don't know we're looking at, right? Let me pull out a candle or a torch. So I guess that represents the, you know, I was going to say that could represent the sun, right? But if that represents the sun, was the sun realm a contemporary of the Hornsent Society at the same time, along with Sfera Missoula? Or was the sun realm completely an isolated time period from everything else? But that's what I'm talking about. I'm sure there's a bunch of significant stuff in here. But since we don't know what we're looking at, we don't understand, right? One of these looks like there was an animal. Hold on. I don't know. Doesn't that look like an animal right there? Right there in the center. There's two people, and then there's like some type of four-legged creature behind them, like it's being led. Hey, farm and ranch living. Welcome back. I see you, man. Good to see you again. Look, because that definitely looks like he's riding a something like side saddle. Could that be Mikla? Could this be prophecy? Even though I don't like the idea of prophecy, I can't deny that it's probably present. Oh, I didn't. I read what you wrote, Robinson. You don't have to delete stuff, man. Holy scripts. Yes. Okay. Farm and ranch leaving. I'm just call you farm. Farm. So I'm not sure if you were here last time. How much you know about biblical scripts and just ancient writings. But if you look at this stuff, right? So this whole game, essentially is a giant archaeology puzzle, because I can't talk right. But it's look what you see here. Right? You see these figures. Could they be pilgrims? Could they be doing something? As competing ideologies? That is, I believe that might be that might be true. If they were contemporaries, right? Then, of course, yes, they competed, as you know, all religions compete for followers and dominance, really. Okay, farm and ranch. Look at this. I got something to show you. Where was the? Let's go around that guy real quick. Where was the ninja mode? The guy with the Jesus fingers. I only say Jesus fingers because I don't know what to call it. This guy. Okay, this guy right here. What is that gesture called? Anybody? If we can learn, if we can figure out what that gesture is called, we can start inferring. It'll give us a starting point where to start inferring information or ideas. Because that's, now that I look at it, that's definitely a book. Okay, so yeah, okay. And that's what I was thinking earlier, that it has to do with teaching. All right, so okay. And that's what we were discussing earlier too, that it was the three wise men, maybe, and not like a one for one, but inspiration, because there's only three guys. There's the guy with the rod, the book, and then nothing. And it continues: rod, book, nothing; rod, book, nothing. And there's the only three. And these guys, now that I look at them, those look like very Egyptian, I guess, maybe. Like the pharaohs and their long, elongated capped heads that they show in the hieroglyphs. Blessings and showing of authority. Okay, then. Mesopotamian. Possible. But out of all the statues, I think these are the most detailed. No, you're fine. you should. You're fine. Don't even worry about spelling. Let's see if we can find some writing. Let's see if we can find some writing. If we can find some writing or a stone tablet. That guy's. Let's see if we can get up the ladder before they hit me. Ooh. Yes, exactly. And that, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier too. But I was just wondering if there was like a significant title for that gesture. I still haven't changed my physics. Oh, I got a bone bow. Alright, let's see if we can find any writings, anything really. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Farm. Emir's talisman? What is Emir's talisman? Do you know what Emir's talisman's called? The Hana benediction? The Hana benediction? Beloved Stardust? Oh, maybe I don't have it. Do I? Wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it's different. The thing is 2 fingers together clutching a gem or a glintstone. That thing is 3 fingers out. What does Hana mean? Hana. I'm sure that's Latin for something. And benediction, I believe that means like a religious teaching. Or a religious rite. Oh, hand? Oh, well, dang. Yeah, they look somewhere around that area for me too. Oh, is that what that means? I didn't know that. That's the Holy Trinity. Oh, yes, with the gesture of the hands. The hand. All right, hold on. Let's look in here real quick. For oh, golly. The horror movie starts. Hold on. All right, there's got to be some writing in here. Potatoes. All right, not to go off subject too far, but I think these bugs are gross, and I wonder where are the big bugs? Are they the spiders? Let's listen to him pray. Now, man, I wish I could take this stupid orb off. They look like Estelle of the Void. Oops. Well, somebody was infecting them. We know that for sure. Or I that's what I believe. But with a creature this big, where is the thing that came out of it? This is just the empty husk. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what other religions were around Mesopotamia. Astrozarism, maybe. Is that how you say it? Only if we had like a biblical scholar in our midst with a PhD that could tell us stuff. I think if somebody with a scholarly background could really put something together with this stuff. But that's just my opinion. Potatoes. Shh. Are you still talking about Mesopotamia around Mesopotamia, or are you discussing Elden Ring? Oh, 5 different religions. Okay. Where is he? Not here. Ain't nobody famous here. This is where the outcasts come to chit chat. Until the Inquisition gets so big, we just take over one day. Right, yes. I believe that's how it goes. I think the James, for what you said, Elden Ring equals Mesopotamia. I think there is. I think it's a reference, or for us to start where to start inferring information. That's for a 1-for-1 or something like that. I don't believe that, but as for a place to start inferring information, probably. Oh, and we know okay, that's a good point, Farm. Because we know that at least the Golden Order, we know, merged, or didn't merge, but absorbed the ancient dragon cult. So hold on, let's go back to that. Where was that place with the sun? Oh, it was at the elevator. What if the horn scent merged with the sun realm, or at least ideology? The ideology did. Am I gonna have to kill myself to get rid of this orb? Well, I guess absorbed would be the correct word, because when I think of a cult, I think of a small sect, not so dominant way of thinking, right? So I guess absorbed. There we go. Let me get rid of that. And that's one thing. Oh, you know what? I never thought about schisms. I've always imagined that the religions of Elden Ring were pretty solid, but I wonder. Oh, you know what? That does make sense if we think about if everybody knows what a schism is, right? If we think about the way Goldmask thinks and the way what we know about the way he thinks of the Golden Order, we know that his way of thinking, and probably those that believed the way he was thinking before, you know, coming back to the lands between, there was a schism there in the Golden Order. And he continued that way of thinking up to Corinth's assassination of him. Don't even get me started on Tool Man. Tool. All right. All right, let's see if we can kill this guy. One shot, one kill. Oh no. Everybody look away. Javier, how you doing, man? Exactly, dude. That's correct, Javier. The two fingers, I believe, is also a schism, because you have the Church of the Two Fingers, and they present themselves as the prime source of religion and scripture instead of America. Well, yeah, because because the Two Fingers, do they really care about the Erd Tree? No, so they don't care about the Erd Tree because they never mentioned the Erd Tree. They only care about the Elden Ring. And in caring about the Elden Ring, you never hear anything from them about the Golden Order. Oh man, so could Erd Tree belief, Golden Order, and the Church of the Two Fingers represent the Abrahamic religions in real life? I read Gilgamesh way back in high school. That was like 30, 20 years ago. Hi, you first. How you doing? Welcome back. Oh, did you see that guy kick my ass? But, boss, but wouldn't all the, wait, okay, if I understand what you're saying correctly, wouldn't all horns be natural though? Or are you talking about animalistic horns? I want to get to the boss. I think the boss can give us an insight of what's going on. All right, let's. Oh, all right. We're gonna ninja hard. Here we go. What did you miss? Right now we're talking about, well, mainly we're talking about the Hornset religion, or we're talking about religion in Elden Ring, and if there was any schisms and what they represent, and if there are, and what we can infer from real life religions to apply to Elden Ring's religions. I think it's pretty complicated. Oh, shit. Ouch. Okay, heal. Where is he? Oh, man. Heal. Oh, whoa. Whoa. I almost died. Y'all see that? Oh, what the hell? Heal. Ah. Heal. Jeez. Just throw it. Heal. Ah. Dodge. Oh, got me. Oh no, I wouldn't put Golden Order fundamentalism as Gnostic. I would put that as Catholicism. And I would put the Erd Tree as yeah, probably early. If we're just looking at it through a Christian lens, and then okay, then Erd Tree would be Yeah, probably early Christianity, and then what was it? What was the other one that you put? Oh, okay, and two finger worship or Church of the Two Fingers. That would be more Protestant. Boss, you might be onto something. I Vicus, if I said your name right, I would switch Erdtree fundamentalism. I would switch Erdtree and fundamentalism between Islam and Christianity. I think fundamentalism would fall more in line with Islam, and Christianity would be the Erdtree. And the only reason I would say that because Islam is very rigid, and Christianity at one point wasn't very rigid. All right.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance on kavod, cleanse all, empowered. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away this strumpet's fire.
Nice. Oh. Whoops. I don't want to kill him. We got the goon squad? No. Let's see. Okay, burst. Let's see what burst. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever seen that tarnished archaeologist video, the one that you're referencing first. But if there was gonna, if we were gonna talk about a schism, right? I mean, there is that first schism when the bishops broke up and Bishop of Rome decided to call himself the Pope and stuff. You have that one, but there's even a more famous, schism, and that's the one with I think it's Martin Luther, and I forget what year it was. It may have been the one that Farm and Ranch was talking about at 1054, because the Protestant Reformation, I think that's what it was called. It definitely took off, and Protestants were. They were, what's the word? They were, I don't want to say hounded, but they were persecuted. That's the word, for a very long time. And so if the three fingers, and those who adhere to the flame of chaos, they're also persecuted, as we see at the bottom of Lindell. I think that would fit better. I want to say the Asher followers. Share a common beginning. Boss, yes, they could share a common beginning. I see the Asher. Well, what if okay, now that you brought up the storeroom, what if the ancestral followers, that tribe, the religion that the Hornsent presented their religion to those people, to that tribe, and that tribe took it and, made it their own and established it and, absorbed it into their practices and stuff like that. Kind of like how Catholicism or Christianity was when the conquistadors came to the Americas and stuff like that. Because at first it wasn't the indigenous people didn't take to Christianity right off the bat. They eventually, and even now there are still some practices in Latin America and like that are still influenced by indigenous practices. If that makes sense. Oh, okay, so 1054 was when the Pope broke away from the other churches. Chaos could be Gnostic. That's true. That could. I would back that up. All right, let's leave Ballarat where it is. Maybe, boss. Big boss. All right, should we go northeast, or should we go to the Everjail, or not the Everjail, to the jail? What's it called? Ballarat jail. Or, better yet, should we go find the Gold Road here in the Shadowlands? Well, that's an interesting statement that you said, that the Hornsent seem more advanced. And let me just ask you one question, and let me know what you think. What if the Hornsent inherited the cities, the structures, or whatever? Kind of like, okay, and that's going to get into real life conspiracy theories. But you know how it's like some archaeologists, fringe archaeologists, believe that the Egyptians kind of like inherited the pyramids and all those structures? What if that is what happened with the Hornson? Only don't and let me tell you why I asked that question. Because if when we were in Ballarat and we were looking at all those statues and the carvings in the wall, they were all just regular humans and no Hornson. Good job, James. I'm glad you're here. I do like conspiracies. Maybe we'll talk about those one day. Exactly, yo, Pharaohs. Pharaohs? Yes. Oh, farm and ranch. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you the gold road. Just for you. And then there's like I think a 2-hour or 1-hour video by, I think it's Nameless Singer. If it is her, it was a great video about the gold road. And I've watched it like several times. I find it really amazing. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly, boss. Insight. Vegas Insight. I forgot how to say your name. Forgive me. Yes, that's entirely possible. And I would not be surprised if that was actually what happened. Because let's think about it. If like they had to learn, think about it, they had to learn, the Hornson learned from somewhere how to make jar people, but from where? They had to learn, how did they learn that Newman, aka Shaman's flesh was that way? Somebody told them that stuff. So I've always wondered where did the information come from? You know, you just don't wake up one day and be like, oh, look, there's this village of shaman people. Let's cut them up and throw them in the thing. And oh, look, you know, to me that never made like a lot of sense. They learned it from somewhere. Maybe it was some old tablets, some writings that they've inherited, because my vocabulary is small, from somewhere, and they applied it. And the reason why it never worked is because, you know, they're kind of self-taught without having like a tutor to teach them or something. Hey, okay. Stick with that. And I hope you're right. About the pyramids over there, James. I've heard that theory too. And I think it was Graham Hancock that spoke about it. I think it was the first time I heard it from him was when he was on the Joe Rogan show, and then his TV show he had on Netflix. But yeah. But and who's to say that George R. R. Martin or even Miyazaki didn't get inspired by that stuff? you know? All right. I just know that we can't progress any further east without triggering Mikla's Great Rune to break. And I still want to work on the quest lines here. I just want to get to this church over here first. Seems like it could have betrayed and be. But you know what's even older than those? The ones in Mexico. Older and larger. If I remember correctly. So I tend to believe, want to believe, I'll say that. I tend to want to believe about the global culture that once existed on Earth. Not Elden Earth, but regular Earth. Let me kill Qualig real quick. Church of the Crusade. Did the Crusade start here?
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Ouch. Wow. Dang, he might get me. Nah, he's not. Oh, he might get me. Nah, he's not gonna get me. Oh, he might get me. No, he's not gonna. Oh, he might get me. Stop. He ain't gonna get me.
How could this be? Forsake me not. My grace.
Chariot of the God. Why does he want to kill Tarnished? Because we're graceless. And just like Mesmer's crusade was to kill anybody who wasn't graceless. You know what? Could Mesmer have driven the Tarnished and Godfrey out? And then America had him turn his eyes towards the Hornsent? That's the question that should be answered, I think. We can see grace, but we don't have grace. Meduse is graceful. Graceful on his toes. All right, so here's the $1,000 question to everybody. Anybody who has the DLC and can get into the DLC, find me the rest of the gold road. or find me where it began in the lands between. I mean, I don't think you'll get hurt too much. So that's a lot of grace. Right here. I think that's where we are. We are in Shadow Plateau. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because this whole church has got the gold road tiles. And I've looked at them, and they don't look any different from the ones that we see in the lands between. And at first, I thought, oh, they're probably just tiles for the church, right? And I was thinking, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Until I followed them outside the church. And for me, this is a pretty far way outside the church. Ah, okay. But what if? No, no. Yeah. Oh, the start of the Gold Lord? Is that what you mean? But as to your question, but Godfrey and the Tarnished aren't in the Shadow Realm, right? What if when Godfrey was hounded from the lands between, the Shadow Realm didn't exist yet? A patio? Could be. Could be a patio. But what if I showed you another place? I haven't found one yet, but if I do, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure in this grass, somewhere there's another tile just waiting to be discovered. Only if we knew somebody that could remove all the grass. Where do you think Godfrey went then? To the Badlands? No. I'm not saying that. Okay. So from what I think the Shadow Realm may have not existed when Godfrey was hounded from the lands between, right? Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, and then sometime later, Mesmer's crusade happened, and America banished, portions of the lands between to make the Shadow Realm. So at one point, his Godfrey leaving. We'll say when he left Lindell, that's when he started. He traveled this way, down this way, and left, and took the ships from here into the Badlands. And the only reason I say that this was where the ships were, or nope, my bad, I'm looking at the wrong side. This is where the ships were, was because, we see the wreckage. He went out for smokes. He went to go get that milk and never came back. Well, maybe. No. You know what? Let's go look at that wreckage. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Because, you know, when they say hounded, right? When they say that Godfrey was hounded from the lands between, that does that mean they were fighting their way out of the lands between, right? Where's the wreckage? Oh, over there. They were fighting their way to escape. That everybody was out to kill them. Let's see, do you... Okay, do you think that on the map have any meaning, those other guys? A Ben Stiller reference? I haven't seen any of these movies in like 20 years, man. May he rest in peace. I mean, he was a great actor. Are you talking about oh, they are wearing purple robes. I've never noticed that, by the way. Mystery Men. Mystery Men was his best role ever. Don't correct me. It sickens me. Mystery Men was a great movie. Anyways. I never, wow. Do they have any significance? I'm going to say not. You know, if you look at the Purple Road, you could say, oh, maybe they were Sellians and they knew gravity magic. But, I mean, Sellian's all the way over here. Why wouldn't they just take off over here? I don't know. Are they trying to get away from this whirlpool? Trying to get sucked in? Not get sucked in? I am old. Very. I'm 87 years old. Trading routes. Maybe they went to the Church of Antiquity. No, I'm not that old. I don't know. If it was going to be trading routes, I'd figure that trading routes, if you're going to make trading routes, I'd see boats like this. These people, in my opinion, this tells me that they're escaping. They're leaving. Their little hats are pointing that direction. And it's more of a canoe instead of a rowboat. Because a rowboat, you face the opposite direction that you want to go. So they're escaping. They're leaving. These guys they're coming in, but they also seem to have purple. Maybe purple was the sign of sailors or whatever. He's pointing at something. Land. Sup. No, this is not the 1.0 map, unfortunately. This is the current map. Well, I mean, well, for if I remember correctly, at in version 1.0 of the game, if we're talking about 1.0s, that there was something that said that the tarnish had been coming back to the lands between for ages or something like that. All right, one second. Let's see. Let's see if I can help. Gank me, daddy. I feel like I fought that person before. Oh no! Did Wendy die? No. Wendy may be dead. Yeah. So if the Hornson have been or not the Hornson, I'm sorry, if the Tarnish have been coming back for ages, how long has it been since the world fell apart, right? And then I wonder how long was it between their banishment and then their return. Purple people eaters. They could be eating people. Yes, James. Old maps did have that stuff. I believe you might be right, Sauce. Boss Sauce. Boss. The trees look like peanuts with legs. What? What trees? All trees? Oh shit. Yeah. Peanuts or potatoes. Potato legs. Oh man, I'm never gonna unsee that now. Thanks, man. Damn it. Oops. Wow, dang. There you go. Easy come, easy go. Moisia, you are correct. You just cut off the legs, throw them in the fire iron anyways, man. Even if they have that high starchy spot, you just throw them in the fryer anyways. Add salt, be done. I wonder if anybody's ever used their camera to go out there and see how detailed those boats are. Okay, so I wonder if there's a reef out there, and it may not be in game, but does that signify that there's a reef, a shallow part, or were they destroyed as they were fleeing? You know. Oh, gotta be careful. Careful. Yeah. Yeah, there is a mod for the free cam, but I don't feel like setting up like the whole cheat engine thing and mods. I mean, seamless co-op was a pain in the ass enough. I was like, no, to hell with this. I'm lazy. Oh, boss, that is a pretty good idea. You know what? My next video picture. Nothing new from Bloodborne? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if y'all watched Jack as a Mimic, but like I guess a dozen episodes back or something like that. In his Mimic commentary, he did show that like the king and the queen from Pharaoh Missoula, the queen with the holding the child, are just copy and pasted from Bloodborne. And I thought that was fascinating because I've never played Bloodborne, right? And so if Elden Ring and Dark Souls are connected, is that a connection to Bloodborne, or is it just a reuse of assets? And if it's reused assets, does it A, mean nothing, or B, does it have a new meaning? Oh, does he? Pharaohs, I didn't know that. I'll have to look. That new scholar guy doesn't look interesting at all. At first, I thought he was going to be real interesting, but he looks pretty lame. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that's what yeah, James, I've heard that before. And only now do I realize it. But that's why I was wondering if does it have a new meaning now that it's been reused, or does it mean nothing? What does it mean to you? Oh, really? I think, yeah, I agree with that. I have a whole video on that. Glow in the dark. And I think that idea is becoming more accepted in the Elden Ring community, perhaps. I wouldn't go that far, glow in the dark. Bloodborne is Bloodborne. That's a fair assessment, Moist Mayo. Right, because I believe that the well, boss, on what you stated, like I've said before, that I think that the Beastmen inherited Farum Azula. Moist, I don't understand what you mean by mimic veil illusion. James, I would have to respectfully disagree with that take. No, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just not the way I would go with it. Glow in the dark. I would go with that. I'm more in lines with that. I don't think America and Radagon were ever together. I think Radagon is a separate being and always was, and was able to transform into America at one point by some means, either larva tier or originally was a mimic of some type. But then yesterday in one of I forget, maybe it was your Firos, he was saying that America was a mimic or something like that. I forget what it was. It blew my mind. I'd have to go back and watch. Oh yeah, glow in the dark I would love to, if you can figure out who that was. I'd love to see the video. Moist Mayo. What makes you think they ever fought? That's the question I would ask you. James, it's mimics all the way down. I wouldn't go that far. I think mimics are important, but I don't think they're as prevalent as it seems. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay then. Yeah, it was you. Pharaoh's is he's really smart. All right. All right. I have to get going. It's 10:30 for me. I got work in the morning. As a matter of fact, I got to be at work 2 hours early. So, I'm gonna have to call it. Y'all have a great night. Thank you for coming by and chit chatting. And what's tomorrow? Tuesday. I'm gonna take a break from Elden Ring and play some Helldivers tomorrow. That new Warbond comes out. I want to get that minigun. And yeah. So I'll be back with Elden Ring on Wednesday. All right, take it easy, y'all. Be safe.